Hi everyone. So I'm always I find these personal introductions really strange. Feels like I'm rolling off a CV or something. So I guess it's an opportunity for you to find out a little bit more about my background and my interests and things like that. So I'm a chartered accountant by profession. I started my training with KPMG, but when I moved to Wellington last year, after about 10 years with KPMG, I actually changed to Ernst & Young. So I'm now experiencing things slightly differently. So I grew up in the UK, which you can probably tell from my accent quite obviously. I'm from Dover in the southeast of England. There's not a huge amount of big business in that area, so once I left to go to uni at 18, I actually never have lived at home again. I go and visit my family who are all still there, but that's sort of still my roots. So professionally, with being a CA, I'm actually an auditor. I suppose that's the branch of the profession that I'm in. But my passion is working with people and with businesses and understanding where they want to go, how they can get there, trying to develop them as individuals and as businesses, which is why I'm also a part-trained coach. I'm working through 2 coaching qualifications at the moment as well. My clients over the years have involved really small sort of super schemes up to big listed clients. Currently Xero is one of my clients, New Zealand Police, Cordia. I've worked with McLaren, Mazda, Education Payroll here, running NovaPay. So there's all sorts of interesting clients in the mix. And that sort of is how I like that sort of reflects my personal life as well. I like variety. So whilst I'm really good at my job, outside of that, I consider myself very much a jack of all trades, master of none. I love trying different things, but I don't try them for very long, usually. So that ranges from skydiving to flying a plane, to I've just recently taken up silversmithing. I like craft of all sorts, but one of my big passions is travelling. And you can see that through my life. I've lived in the UK in several places. I've spent a couple of years living in Germany. I lived in the US. I moved to Auckland back in 2012. Loved it up there. Couldn't imagine living anywhere else in New Zealand. And then I met a guy, as you do, and he's a Wellingtonian. And so I ended up down here. And now I can't imagine leaving Wellington and cannot imagine going back to Auckland. It sounds horrendous going back. So I love travelling. I actually took 15 months off. I've been back at work now for just over a year, but I took 15 months off to go travelling, and it was fantastic being part of the Rotary family. I visited lots of clubs while I was overseas. I was lucky enough to go to Rotary 1 and have their 2016 changeover. I visited clubs in Nashville, in various parts of Canada. I reckon I've been to Rotary in about 7 different countries. My involvement with Rotary started very early. So my dad's a Rotarian, so I started attending, I don't think I was even double digits when I first started attending Rotary. I petitioned for an Interact club, managed to get an Interact club started. I've done Ryla. This is my 3rd Rotary club now, as I've moved around the world. And yeah, the opportunities I've had with Rotary have been absolutely amazing, and everywhere I go, you've just got such warm people and you get such a good welcome. So if you haven't already tried visiting other clubs when you're overseas, highly recommend it. It's a really good experience. So that's me. Thank you.